That's Hunter.
What's truly good with you guys? Ableton 12.3 is finally here, and I'm going to be covering some of my favorite features. Guys, I don't want you to miss out on the massive Black Friday sale that we're having right now, including my Ableton 12 Masterclass, the viral sound. It is now available for you guys. So go ahead and tap on in and take advantage of these deals, and let's get into it. My top feature is definitely going to be Splice. Let's find a sample to chop up. Okay, we'll take this sample right here and let's get a new MIDI track actually by doing Shift Command and T, and then we're gonna double click on that, and then we can drag and drop this right into the sampler, and boom, just like that, this is ready. Okay, let's go to Slice, and then we're gonna do by beat. So what I'm going to do is just start off with a drum groove to get it started, and I'm going to use my chill hop kits, and this is also featured in the Viral Sound Masterclass. We'll highlight this 4-bar loop right here, do Command L to loop this around, then we can use O to turn on our metronome, and let's record this drum groove. Perfect. So let's double click this, and then everything is already highlighted, but what we would do down here is do Command A. Then we're going to do Shift Command and U to pull up our quantize, and then we can start with a 16th note, and we'll start with 100, and then we're going to back off with the amount of quantization because I still wanted to have that Dilla kind of lag. Now, back to the splice stuff, what we're going to do is use these chops on top of this groove that we just did. And so what we're going to do here is bounce this as a new track, which is a new feature. So all we have to do is Command B, and we get to keep our MIDI track, which is so dope, and we also get the audio down here. All right, to the next feature that I love, of course, is going to be, you guessed it, stems. So let's right click on this audio track here, and we're going to scroll down to separate stems to new audio tracks. And there's no drum, so we have this unchecked. We have it set to high speed. Let's do high quality, and then we'll get the vocals, bass, and others. Let's do separate. All right, there's the first one and second one. Here's the third. Pretty quick for high quality. So let's check out these stems now. Wow. And let's check out the bass. Very isolated. Let's go to the other. I love this feature. I love getting the stems of what I chopped. This way I can take out certain things like the bass, and I can add my own bass or whatever. But what I love about this is keeping the structure of all of my chops instead of getting the stems first and then having to chop each individual stem. What I like to do now is go ahead and copy this whole sequence over. So what I'm going to do is Shift Command and D, and I can highlight any region as long as the region stretches to the desired length. Then you can just highlight whatever region. So let's say this, you can just do Shift Command D, and it'll copy the entire pattern of all the tracks for you. So we'll start over here. Let's go to the second half. We'll do Command L to loop it. Now for this one, I'm going to mute the bass by hitting 0. Now we can add our own bass. So again, this is why I love the stem separation. So I'm going to go into my sub 37 expansion pack here, and I'm going to use a patch from there. All you have to do is drag and drop the one-shot sample into any sampler, any DAW, doesn't matter, and you'll be able to pull up these same sounds. Now guys, I have an Ableton Live 12 masterclass called The Viral Sound, and this is where I teach you guys Ableton Live 12, but we also cover the essentials of production, starting from learning Ableton for the first time to your final mix and master. We also cover chord progressions in depth. We cover bass lines in depth. Now, my favorite part about this is always the community aspect. It is growing so quickly, and I'm going to leave some amazing testimonials on the screen for you guys. So if you guys are serious about taking your music production in Ableton Live 12 to the next level, go ahead and enroll. I'll leave that tag below for you guys, and we can't wait to have you on the other side. So what I'm going to do now is add a little sauce on the master here. So we could go right over here to plugins, and then I literally just type it in, the God particle. Then we can come over here where it says main, click this, and then we can just drag and drop it or just double click. What we can do is do Command A and highlight everything, and we can bring everything over to the fifth measure here. And so what we can do is start off with our sample chop, and we can option and drag this over. And so now we have this as a little intro, and then we can take what we just did. We're going to do some cut time. So we can drag over to this blank space, and we can do Shift, Command, and X, and it's going to cut all of the events down. All right, do a little drop right here, do 0. Then what I'm going to do is go to my user library and go to my tag and slide that in.
That's 100.
All right, we can do this again. Shift Command D. What I'm curious to see is how Splice is going to interpret what we've done so far. So we're going to turn off the loop. Let's go back into Splice. And this time we're going to drag some stuff in and get some accompaniment here going on. So we can drag in the other and the vocals, and let's get the bass line too. Let's drag all of that in here, and let's see what it gives us.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nice. Now what I love about this is I'm going to get that sample there, so we could do Command T for a new audio track, and we can drag this over here. And what I'm going to do is just get the stems, because I don't want anything else but the vocals. So we can right click over here and do separate stems to audio. So I'm just going to leave the vocals checked. So separate, sick. So now we just have this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I wouldn't have thought to do that actually. So let's see what else we have in here. What else did it suggest? Whoa. All right, and then the next feature that I like to go over is the bounce group. So let's say we like all the chops that we've done and we wanted to commit them for whatever reason. Then we can come over here to the group that it gave us, and then we can do bounce group in place now. So now it is combined all of those different stems, if you will, back into one stem now. All right, and I find this feature super useful when I'm maybe creating my own sample and I want to go ahead and condense all of what I've done to just a stereo track. All right, now there's a ton of new features in Ableton Live 12.3, guys, but these are my top faves. If you guys got any value out of this video, give your brother a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything else from the channel. Please take full advantage of the Black Friday deals that we have going on. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.